Seraphim17 once again, introducing you to my Halo 4 Legendary Difficulty video walkthrough. This is the final section to Reclaimer, and we are currently going through the conduits of this interesting machine. I have the carbine in hand, I have a pretty useless jetpack, and we're following a bunch of Sentinel robots, so pretty standard Halo stuff, I'm sure you'll agree. There's your checkpoint, and things are about to get a little bit more eventful. There's a quick edit, and I do believe we're about to get attacked by some Prometheans. Here we go, here are the dogs. In the background is a couple of the knights just being douchebags, as they usually do. There's a plinth for Cortana, a second additional checkpoint, and now it's just business as usual. Getting those headshots, breaking those shields, finishing them off, killing the dogs, all that good stuff, watching for the grenades. You're pretty deep in the game by now. I don't need to tell you how to, how to do this kind of stuff. You should already be doing it, and you should already be getting pretty damn efficient at it. So I'm going to continue talking about some different tangents, because I do believe it's a good representation of my channel. Anybody thinking I'm just going to stand here and dictate what happens on these guides is in the wrong place. And anybody who comes to my channel and asks about storyline, like why I don't let you see the cutscenes, why I don't have the game volume so you can hear the dialogue, is a fucking idiot and should boycott this channel as best as he can. Because if you want to see the story of a game like this, do the developers a favour and fucking buy it. God, people make me sick. But everybody else, welcome, hello, I hope you enjoyed the content, and I hope this guide is helping, because, this game is probably one of the easier Halo games, but it still can be challenging, because not everybody has, as much history with first-person shooters as some people out there, and we all need a little bit of help every so often, so it's all good. But what I want to talk about is, I don't know if anybody saw, because I don't actually follow these two people, I just know of them because of the industry that I'm working in. I say working extremely loosely. There was a video of a guy called Hutch, who's from the Call of Duty community. He used to be a pretty big player, and then he kind of quit Machinima and vanished, and now he's back again making content, which is a good thing. He went to England to meet up with Syndicate, who is probably the most famous English YouTuber out there. Some people love him, some people don't love him. I have no opinion on him. His work is not for me, but he's obviously a business genius and an extremely, efficient YouTuber, because he's built up a massive following. And they were invited by Ninja Theory, the people that made Enslaved, to go and visit their headquarters to play Devil May Cry. I have never been so jealous of anybody on YouTube ever than I was the moment that I watched this video, because not only was it two people that for all intents and purposes are essentially what I am, just a guy contributing to YouTube, but the difference being is they are a hell of a lot more notorious than I am. They have a massive following compared to me, and they've been doing it for a lot longer than I have, but everything else is pretty much the same. And they got invited by a dev to play a game that doesn't come out until next year. And, oh god, I wish it had been me. But I watched the video, they seemed excited, they played it, they shared their opinion, and unfortunately their opinion is people who have never really played that kind of game. So it's out of their area of experience and expertise. And you can tell, because the things that they were saying is, to anybody who's played these games for any length, is a big jaw-breaking yawn. But they were happy, they enjoyed it, and they had a nice unbiased opinion of what they felt and what they thought was going on. And I did enjoy the video, but I just kind of wish that they'd invited me. Even though I would have done absolutely nothing to advertise their product, because I'm a nobody. But they will have had some of the most in-depth Q&A for every part of that game, because they got to play it for 2.5 hours. In 2.5 hours, guys, I reckon I could have got probably halfway through that game. Because they won't let you start on the hardest difficulty, because that's not how Devil May Cry works, and normal on that game feels pretty easy. And that is not a disservice to the game, it's just the fact that I've played Devil May Cry a lot, so I kind of know what I'm doing. Like, I think on the demo I died once to the boss, and it automatically gave you a gold orb, which it used automatically. I didn't want to use it, and the checkpoint where you die is literally the same place the gold orb would have brought me back, because I'd not killed the second phase of the boss, and the checkpoint was on the second phase, so just a little bit redundant. But back on tangent there. How awesome is that? People on YouTube who have got quite a big following getting invited like press to go play and promote games. That is a dream right there, folks, and they should feel extremely fucking privileged to be part of it. And I know there's the temptation to not see it as that much of a big deal when you're that big and you're that callous towards, you know, the joy of this industry, but I think I would have BJ'd everybody in that office just for that opportunity. And if you're listening to this, the blowjob's still on, guys, get me in. But, oh, so good. But we're coming up towards the end of this mission. All you've got to do now is take out these generators, and then you can go and laze the final thing that ends the level. The problem here is, depending on how fragile your tank is, it can be really easy to kill yourself, because these explosions do give off quite a lot of damage. There you go, it took nearly 2/3 of my life. That guy's got a fuel rod, and I'm on fire. So, you see, that was just one, so you've got to be really careful not to kill yourself. But do not worry, you do not have to use this tank for the remainder of the level. You're good to go after this. The rest is on foot. And, yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. But I'm actually quite looking forward to getting back on and playing more of this game, because since I finished the recording as of yesterday, I've not been able to play it, because all I've been doing is this. There is a lot of videos, and it takes up a hell of a lot of time, and time seems to fly. It really does when you're doing stuff like this. But get out of the tank, run over to the edge, and all that's left to be done is to laze the target. And there's no difficulty, there's no challenge here, folks, so I'm going to sign off because there's plenty more of these I've got to do. Thanks for watching, as always. If you're new to the channel and you're enjoying what I do, it's amazing to have you here. I'm grateful for each and every person that takes an interest. And I will continue to be making videos just like this. I'll be making multiplayer videos, I'll be making silly videos of other games, and I will be covering Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So look forward to that, folks, and thank you for your time.